Hey guys, GameBoy3800 here once again. We're back in Beam, going over some more big changes coming to some of my own packs. We're going to give Black Magic a run here. Let me know if you see anything off or different about it. You notice it yet? That's right. We're on CRD3. Take a look. But this body isn't normally on CRD3. That must only mean one thing. Go to the chassis, and here it is. The 3.0 customizable chassis has been put in game, fully functional, and already working. We have all of our usual customization options. We can get rid of the bars, we can get rid of the Lexan, we can get rid of really everything if you don't like it. And of course the bodies, you can put anything you like on it. I have decided I am going to remove the custom bodies because they just clip too much. There's no saving it. To be fair, the regular bodies did clip a little bit too. If we take a look, they clip by like, half an inch. So what I actually did, instead of moving all the bodies up, I just lowered the chassis J-beam down, like the top of it, down by like 1%. And that keeps it from clipping and causing too many spiking or bad handling issues. Your results may vary depending on what body you have on, but, for the very tight-fitting ones like this, where it's, very precision to be on regular CRD, for it to be not dancing around or doing anything weird, is a pretty good thing. If we take a look at the suspension, CRD3 has adjustable wheelbase now. If I haven't shown that off before, or if you haven't seen it before, here it is. We have full tuning and customization of the wheelbase, just like on CRD1 and Blaze Pack. Now it's available in my pack on CRD3. No more will CRD3 be at a disadvantage for racing. And, of course, we can put on a regular CRD suspension as well, but we don't need to because if you ever wanted CRC suspension, it's now available on CRD3 as well. You don't need the customizable chassis for this. The only thing you need the customizable chassis for is to put on CRD1 suspension if you want to get all that different suspension options. Because if you look here at the shocks, well, especially for CRC, but for CRD3, there's only about half as many as on CRD1, and then only about half as many on CRC compared to CRD3. But yep, CRD3 with CRC suspension. It does handle just as well as you would expect. The only problem is at the front sway bar, they do like a little dance. I probably just have to move one node around 1% and it'll fix it. But for now, they dance. We're going to stick with CRD3 for the remainder of the video, I think. If we go to the engine mods I've done, let's go to like the 7.4 V8. Because previously, this did have an issue with its fuel system on CRD3. It would use the CRD1 fuel tank, and while it may have fit, of course, this chassis is designed for the lengthwise fuel tank. Now it'll work with CRD3 in full and proper, so that's cool. As well, for really all my engines I've done, even in CRD3, we have the front fuel tank option. We can remove the back fuel tank entirely if you don't want it. So now we get the fuel tank up here, and the fuel tank back here, it gone. It's not there no more. This will mean if you put in, I think if you put in a different engine, it may just spawn with no fuel tank. So remember that. Otherwise, now you have this option to make it forward mount. Of course, you may have some safety concerns. Trust me, I've tested everything. No pedals reaching. Nope. No clipping at all. It's fine. Don't worry about your safety concerns. It's all OSHA approved by Marky Jester. Now let's go to the simulation Merlin, because I have also changed all of my Merlin engines, including in front engines pack. Well, mostly in front engines pack. To have the accurate Merlin power figures, let's go ahead and I guess reset the tune so that we get that power figure back. We have accurate power figures of 1434 and 1384 torque, just like CRD will have in its next major update. This does mean, though, that if we take a look, the customizable engine, when we spawn this in stock, it will have its old power numbers of 1500 and 1538. This is by design to give the two engines a difference. And just like I said, if you spawn in an engine, you may just spawn it with no fuel tank. Yeah, I guess I need to rename that default fuel tank, because it shouldn't do that. But there we go. Well, that is a default fuel tank. I'll figure it out. Yep. For the forward engines in front engines pack that are, rear mounted, they're basically the same as stock forward engines. They have also been changed. They have the same horsepower as you see, 1500 and 1538 for torque, but they're going to be a tiny bit heavier, as well as have a little bit more inertia and friction, because they have the option to have nitrous equipped, so they got to be better built than the Merlin. Is there anything else I can show? Let's see here. Here, the suspension. Can show one thing I've done on this. Yeah, I guess any CRD suspension on CRD3 will behave a bit sus. Maybe I can change that with just the chassis itself, not fix every sway bar in existence. I'll figure that out. Yeah, if we go here, someone's been harassing Beam Monsters members for something like this. I said, enough is enough. Like, make a formal apology. I'll do this just once if you shut up. So here it is, the backwards coilovers. I don't know why they're so important. I think they're terrible, but oh well, here they are. They perform identically to normal coilovers, because that's what they are. They just have different models. Yep, they're coilovers. I will say though, coilovers feel much better with this new BeamNG update 0.27 because they have so many off-road trucks with coilovers. I guess they had to revamp them. So now these coilovers actually feel like coilovers instead of just being springy boys that would kill you and break very easily. They seem to be way better now on everything that has them. Oh yes, this does also give us the option to not only have those shocks, but also, all the other regular shocks of CRD3 or CRD1. And we can be pretty cursed and put on CRD suspension on CRD suspension on CRD3. You can only do this on the custom chassis though, so it's not that big of a deal. That about covers it. All my CRD3 engines that had fuel tank problems. It wasn't just the 7.4, it was quite a few actually. Have better fuel tank systems. I never noticed how close that blower pulley is to the intake. Oh well. And the engines have their fixed power bands. And of course, the CRD 3.0 customizable chassis with its adjustable wheelbase and CRC suspension. And like I said before, I am going to be removing the option to do custom bodies, so CRD3 and CRD custom bodies. They just fit only on those chassis, so having them on this caused a lot of clipping and bad issues. So, yeah. That's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed some shenanigans, you can leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course, don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks, Game Boy out. I'll see you all in the future. Bruh. Goodbye, everybody.